Hi, I wanted to give you an update on my Quickie Q7. I've had it for about 2.5 years. It's definitely a lightweight chair. Okay, it's definitely comfortable. I have to give it those reviews, those kudos. In regards to quality of the chair, I think there's some design issues. They may have worked them out in manufacturing at this point because it has been a couple years, but I'm just going to quickly go through the issues that I've had. First off is this blue bracket here is not the original that came with the chair. The same thing on the other side. These are replacement parts. They sent them to me in the mail because the original ones broke. They actually started showing stress fractures. I weigh 185 pounds, so it shouldn't be a weight issue. I saw the stress fractures. The next thing you know, the brackets broke on both sides, and the chair was down for about 2 weeks while I had to get the replacement parts in the mail and I had to put them on. So it was not a good situation. Thank God that I had a backup chair in place that I used for those 2 weeks that this chair was down for that. Another issue is the padding on the chair sits on the frame, of course, but there's like a flat metal rod that runs along both sides on the frame. That rod on this side, on the right side, snapped. So I had to also ask for a replacement of that particular part, which I had to put on using a screw and a bolt, a nut that I had around, and I had to drill a hole in the frame to put it on there. So definitely not a good experience. Not sure why that particular part broke, but it caused the chair to be unsafe while I ended up having to fix it myself. Another set of problems falls in that the front part of the chair, where the front wheels are, sticks out too much. You can see from the chair, and then the front tires, they stick out too much. And what that causes is issues in regards to movement around tight quarters. And I have personally ended up damaging the house. I've hit corners around the hallway, and all because this particular part of the frame sticks out even farther than the back tires. And then when you add the distance here, the extra distance here that sticks out, and then this distance, it's pretty substantial. You can see that. I've also added some Gorilla Tape here and Gorilla Tape here to add some protection so that I don't continue to damage my house. There's a bolt behind here actually that sticks out a little bit, and it's actually very damaging to wood, to sheetrock. I've ended up covering it. Not to mention that the bolt itself has gotten loose on both sides for whatever reason. I haven't been able to keep it tight. So this tape actually keeps the bolt in place and helps with the protection of my house. This platform, now to think about it, has slid down numerous occasions. There's a screw behind here to make an adjustment in regards to tightness. The same thing on the other side. For whatever reason, over time, this platform has gotten lower to the ground, and actually one time hit the ground when I was riding the chair, and it could have been a really bad situation where I could have gotten hurt, but I did not. So anyway, overall I would give this chair about a C, C minus, especially when you're talking about a chair that costs $2,100. I really believe there's other chairs out there like the Tilite Aero Z, which is my backup chair. I think you can get that for substantially cheaper. I paid about $1,700 for it. It is a heavier chair, but I believe it to be an overall better chair. There's less places to make adjustments on the Aero Z chair, and that's a good thing because that means that those particular parts of the chair are the only places that major issues can happen. Because I noticed with the Q7, if there's a bolt or an adjustment area, there's there is a place that a problem can occur, whether it's a bolt getting loose or a brake or something like that. If there's nowhere to adjust, then the chances of the chair breaking on that part are substantially lower. So anyway, I personally would go with an Aero Z or a non-Q7 Quickie type of chair. That's just my personal opinion based on my 2.5 years of experience. I'm in this chair basically all day long. If I go outside, then I use my Aero Z, but this Q7 is an indoor chair, and I really don't ride it hard. Of course, I don't do any tricks or anything like that. It's just a basic chair, and for so many issues to have happened over 2.5 years, I don't think it's worth it for the amount of money you pay for it. That's just it. If you have any questions, let me know, okay? Thank you.